because the body shape is the person's responsibility, but the body type is what your mama gave you.
Slide and disc exercises are challenging full body workouts.
We are successfully aging.
Never too late to start. And you got to make that commitment to yourself.
Nothing beats a failure but a try. Hello, and thank you so much for joining us again here on Ageless. My name is Tony Hill, and I'm one of the hosts of the show. And we'd like to welcome all of our sponsors of 41 Sets Productions. We also like to thank TK Fitness, Touche for joining us as well in our sponsorship. We also like to thank, the one and only Rambro, and Successful Aging. We'd like to thank Mike Green for being a part of the show as well. And without further ado, I'd like to welcome my friend and co-host, Doug Jeffrey.
Hey, good morning, Tony. Happy Sunday, buddy. My punctilious partner of salubrious activities. Hill. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday to you, man. I thought I was going to have to get my canoe out here, because the rain was pouring down like crazy, man, here.
Really?
And I happened to be in my car. I was supposed to go to a wedding. And the water, I got on the freeway, it was sprinkling a little bit. I said, I want to get there. Soon as I got on the freeway, it's like all of a sudden this river of water came across the 515.
Oh my God.
And I couldn't see. So I turned around to get back on the off ramp to get back home. And all of a sudden the river of mud and water was on the off ramp. So I had to go down the street, and I'm telling you, the water was up to my tires. And that's when I was going. I was saying to my car, go Rolls Royce, go Rolls Royce.
Go Rolls Royce, baby.
The thing was like, I'm telling you, man, up to the wheelbase, bro. I'm telling you. And what happened was I just drove through the water, man, came home. I'm telling you, then this big truck, it looked like a tidal wave hit my entire car, man. He just plowing through the water. And I'm like, man, I said, you know what? If we didn't have no water, I'd chase that dude. And then he went in front of my car, and my car was like mud, everything, bro.
Yeah, the whole 9 yards. Yeah.
It was insane. I hit my mic.
Well, it doesn't really rain. I mean, it is a desert, and when it does rain, boy, that's a flash.
When it rains, it pours in the desert.
Yeah. Oh, well, good morning, Melissa. Thank you for joining us here on Ageless. Thank you.
Yeah, so, hey, we got an exciting show today. And what I wanted to do was, I don't know how to introduce this young lady, but her name is Melissa. And I'm going to let her talk about it. About what her experiences, her experiences and everything that she went through. It was just she has an amazing story to tell. But before we do that, you know how we always, bring certain things out, certain concepts, like watermelon was mine. I want to talk a little bit about, did you know that watermelon is very high in citrulline?
What is it?
Citrulline, L-citrulline. L-citrulline is an amino acid that actually helps with blood circulation, converting into arginine. But the main source of it is watermelon. Watermelon is packed with citrulline.
Oh, watermelon.
Watermelon also is.
That's great. That's great to juice too, boy. When
it has a dose of lycopene as well, which lycopene is good for your heart.
Yeah.
So it's good for your heart, and it keeps you hydrated, and it's healthy for your digestion. And it helps in weight management, which is a point that I did. I did watermelon for a day, and I lost 2.5 kilos, which is equivalent to 5 pounds. Yeah. And I felt so good and so energetic. And guess what? Because it converts the citrulline and everything converts into arginine. Guess what? Arginine is the primary thing for male. How do I put it? We're growing up. Erections. Watermelon, yes.
Watermelon.
Oh, most definitely.
You want to have your dose of watermelon. Who needs?
Oh, I'm talking about try not a dose, but it won't try
to grab a watermelon.
Right? You can do a watermelon fast for 1 to 2 days, maybe 3, and you'll notice the difference in your body, your mindset, everything, man. It's absolutely amazing. And you want the watermelon with the seeds. Anything with seeds has life. You know what I mean? And that's
Oh
what's
yeah.
happening.
I mean, anything from nature.
But that's just my little plug, man. You guys see my 12% shirt right here.
You know what else I'm very excited about? We have 6 confirmed for the challenge, and 2 more that are possibly going to join for Mike Green's the vegetarian.
Yes,
Exciting.
that's good, man. Because
I love before and afters too.
Mike is the expert. I call Mike the expert because I just know he knows the plant names and all that other stuff. So I'll be telling folks.
He's a doctor with the genus species. I love it. I love to learn.
They come to me. They talk about, hey, so I can't have no meat. I go, I'm gonna let you say that to Mike. So and Mike will tell you about how meat I don't know. He'll take something. I'm not even gonna bust the bubble. I'm gonna let Mike just get him. Intellectually, he can beat you up.
No, they said that things to digest too, meat and cheese.
He got that voice. He says, well,
very calm.
Yeah, meat will kill you. No, I'm just kidding. No, but hey, so let's put Melissa on first. Yeah, Melissa.
Hello.
Young lady. She's on the phone again.
Can you hear me okay?
Oh, I can hear you.
I'm doing the mom thing, basketball already this morning, so.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Be careful now. Well, I guess we're gonna watch. So, hey, Melissa, we'd like to start this show off with you because you're a real person. You're a real mom. To me, you're a superwoman. So, Melissa, this is Doug Jeffrey right here. This is
good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning.
You're very busy.
I didn't tell Doug anything about you. So what I'd like for you to do is just tell your story.
Okay, so 2.5 years ago I was feeling just lost and totally lost and sad, and that is not my personality. I'm happy, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't grow up going to the gym. I grew up playing sports, but I didn't do the gym. So I just decided to go and do some random class, and then I found Tony, and he changed my life forever and ever. He did. But no, I like he said, I've birthed 5 children, and I've been married twice, and I don't know. I've done things kind of backwards a little bit, and I decided that I needed to find something that brought some joy and some spark and some passion, and I just started working out, and I loved it. And Tony's concept, everything is unbelievable. When I started working out with him, I was 185 pounds, and today I weigh 128.
Wow.
But let me tell you something. This is why I think that I've been consistent with it, is I feel like we as humans, we overwhelm ourselves, and we think we have to lose weight, we have to eat healthy, we have to get our water, and we do. We need all those things, right? But I think we overwhelm ourselves so much with so many tasks that I was like, okay, I'm focusing on just being consistent with getting to the gym. That's what I'm going to focus on first. And then once I was like, okay, I'm getting to the gym consistently, then I started changing my food little by little. And as my body started changing, I wanted to eat better and feel better. And those other little habits, the little things became habits. But I feel like we just overwhelm ourselves. And I feel like that's why so many people fail. I really do. I think that we just put so much on our plate and it overwhelms us. We're like, ah!
Yeah.
So people just chill out. You're gonna get there. Just take a step back.
You seem like you're a multitasker, right?
What?
You're a multitasker. You can do all these things all at once.
Oh yeah, my hands are over here flying around too.
Yeah.
As I'm talking.
Hey, so Melissa, I don't want to put you on the spot or not, but tell us where did you come from?
Where did I come from?
Prior to what were your challenges prior to the class and stuff like that?
After my first divorce, I didn't know how to cope with it. And I decided to turn to alcohol. Not just a little bit. I'm talking a bottle of Jaeger a day alcohol. And I was so depressed and I felt so disgusting. It was an abusive relationship and it was horrible. It was honestly horrible. And I didn't know what to turn to. And I don't know. I have this passion in me that wants to help people like just get there. Because once you get there and you are consistent,
I love you. Right.
Just kills me. Kills me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I turned to alcohol and decided that I started getting depressed again. And I'm like, wait a minute, I've got to change something. So I went to the gym. And that's all I knew. I stood in back of body pump and I cried my way through. Little chubby blonde girl standing in the back. And I just kept going and I kept going. And then I found Tony and ding, ding, ding. Here we are.
I wish we had a before and after picture, man. That would
I have one, but I couldn't, it won't send. I need to get it though. It's insane.
Oh, we would love to see it.
It's mind blowing.
It's insane.
And you know what? My weight didn't.
You see that bicep right there, right? You see when she put it.
No, I can seriously.
No, my body though, like I saw the little changes, but as soon as my food changed, that's when everything changed.
Yeah.
Everything. Like you see those little changes and they make you excited, but the second my food was on point. I mean, people literally are like, what are you on? What are you doing? What pill?
Yeah.
It's literally my food. It's my food.
Yeah, that's what we talk about all the time. It's, anywhere from 80 to, you might even take it up to 95% you are what you eat. And once you understand your body, how your body works in good food, break it down to science, then you can really control and make those rational choices. Yeah, you're dynamic, man. There's nothing you can't do.
That's right.
So somebody asked, there's a question for you. What do you eat? Give us a day. How do you what do you eat?
Well, at the beginning of the week, I usually cook 3 proteins. I usually do a turkey burger, a chicken, and a grilled chicken and a fish. Sometimes I don't love it, so I usually stick with those 3 though. Fish, turkey burger, and chicken. And then I cook rice, sweet potatoes, and I always have avocados on hand. I always just make sure I get my protein in though, because I do work a full-time job and I'm go. And I'll bring cold chicken in a bag and put it in the fridge and just eat it.
Really?
Yeah, but once you eat the healthy food, you don't think about the crap as much as, I don't know. We have some crazy stuff going on in our head, man.
How old are your kids?
From 16 to 5.
Wow, so you still got your handful raising those little critters.
Yeah. They're so cute though, but they eat a lot of food. How much what?
Do they eat the same way that you eat?
Yeah, I have a type 1 diabetic daughter. So I kind of dove into some of the nutrition stuff on my own because it interests me and I want to know how I can help her. Just like how to regulate her blood sugar with stabilizing it with a protein. If you don't stabilize it, they're just going to drop again. Wow. Stuff like that. So I kind of dove into the nutrition part. I've learned like what works with my body and what doesn't. Like my body hates dairy, hates it. I think all of our bodies actually really do hate it. But yeah, you just kind of got to learn too what your body's like and don't like. And you got to really listen to them. We don't listen to our bodies. We really don't. We say, ooh, that cookie looks good. Let's eat that cookie. No.
Yeah, we're conditioned by society. Society says we should eat 3 meals a day. And the whole thing is let's pile up these plates so you're into a food coma.
It's crazy.
We always talk about our food is adulterated to the point of poison.
Yeah.
So that's why it's so important, farm to table, know what you're putting into your body.
Right.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how good my body feels by changing the way I eat. I wish I could preach it like a freaking church, man. I'm serious. It is literally life changing on how my body feels. I want everybody to feel it, so I want everybody to do it.
You see,
it's just like when people are working out and you tell them to like push through that last whatever and feel the burn. And what if they do? What if you do push through the burn? Then what? What happens? For me, when I push through the burn, I get some crazy freaking stuff down the back of my neck, tingling, and it's just like, woo, let's do this again. You know?
Here's another question, Melissa. Do you meal prep due to your busy work life schedule?
I cook all my meats at the beginning of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I meal prep a little bit so that when I come home, I can throw together the rice, throw together the turkey burger, slice an avocado on top, make it easy. We complicate it way too much. It is so easy. Holy cow. So easy.
Yeah.
Well, it's easy when you really want to change.
That's the secret.
Yeah.
I'm serious. It is the way I feel. If I could get everybody to do it or feel this way, I would. It kills me. Yeah.
Okay, give us another question.
Yes.
Give us your craziest moment during exercise.
I am not cute when I exercise, and I scream, I swear a lot. But you know what? When I'm pushing through and there's that girl in the back and I see her sad, I see me and I see what and everybody has a story. Everybody's going through something. And I guarantee you, if we went up to every stranger and we got to know part of their story, we'd probably love them or love something about them. And so I see that girl in the back. And so that's what makes me like, hey, come on, you can do it. And I scream and I'm like, no, do not give up. Let's go. We're here to change. We're here to push through. Let's go. So I don't know. I just have a fire in me because I know how I feel. I feel amazing. But people overwhelm themselves. Just take one thing at a time, you know? So, yeah.
That's so cool. Another question. What encouraging words would you have for, I would say, a mom, a woman first, and a mom, whatever your title is, whether it's
super mom. That's your title.
You know, some people they'll go ladies they don't have time. You know, they're just bogged down with kids, home, cooking, work. You know, I'll often say this I've said this to a few guys. You know, if you put all that together, usually we only have one job. A guy he might work long hours, but a lady has more than one job. They call you, there was a title, they call it domestic engineer.
Domestic engineering. Right. That's better than a housewife. You're a domestic engineer. Which is perfect, actually.
Right, which on the when you look at the thing today, you have to pay them. If you have to pay them, they will be based on the rates. They will make $500,000 a year for the work.
That's brilliant, actually.
And so the thing is that what encouraging words do you have for women that may need to figure out what makes them click?
Well, first off, my greatest accomplishment by far is being a mom and having these kids, because holy cow, life would just not be the same without them. But I think that a lot of moms and dads even, we lose ourselves in our work and in our kids and in all that. And then we pile on the excuses of why we can't. And we get in our own heads. I get in my own head a lot. I know I do. But if you just take one thing, whether that be the food or the gym or the water, or whatever it is, of the things that we need, the food, water, exercise, and sleep. Take one of them and start with one. And do it for a week and see how you do. And I promise, any of those, I don't care what one, the food, water, sleep, they will change your life if you do it properly. Whether it just be the water for now. And so we just have to stop making excuses and just be consistent just be consistent. Because once you're consistent, you form habits. And those habits turn into lifelong changing things. And you keep growing and you want to keep growing and going and going.
I can hear the passion in your voice too.
Yeah, you're
burning in there.
Yeah, I can hear that. You have another question too. How did exercise and nutrition improve your quality of life?
Oh my
How did it?
gosh. I can't even tell you. That's why it's like a church. I need to go preach it. I just need everybody to like come try. Come on. I'm serious. Like it's the food that really changed my life. It's the food that transformed my body. It is literally what is in our food. And people think like I'm a cottage cheese lover. Look at the ingredients in cottage cheese. In like the Walmart brand, there's like 20 ingredients. You get in the other brand, there's four
That's
ingredients.
what it is. Always read those labels.
It's the ingredients. We don't look at ingredients in our food. We're like, oh, that one says natural. Let's just get that. Woo! No.
If you can't pronounce what's in it, don't eat it. Because
Yeah,
it's all engineered, and that's the secret.
Everything,
you want to put nature in your body, not something that was made in a laboratory that basically prolongs shelf life. All these crazy things we talk about all the time in the shows, like the EU over in Europe. There's stuff that's banned that America still allows in their food.
Yes. Why does the FDA approve Red 40? It's killing us.
Yeah, so exactly. We did this thing on Captain Crunch. Like Captain Crunch has been around forever, right? And they marketed to kids. We broke down every ingredient in that cereal. And some of them, man, yes, you don't want to eat that crap.
Crazy, huh?
Yeah, I saw a thing about Fruit Loops and how it's the worst cereal. Like it's one of the worst things in all of grocery stores is Fruit Loops.
Yeah, but I grew up on that. That's what they were giving us. Going, this is a great healthy breakfast. You should eat this. No wonder why there's type 2 diabetes and everything else going on.
Yes, and we really complicate it. We really do, because you go to the store and there's so many things and there's so much information. But just start with looking at the ingredients. Look at the ingredients. If you don't know what it is, look it up. It's probably bad if you don't know what it is. But
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. Well, Melissa, hey, girl, I know you have to
so
do your motherly chores, but I just wanted to bring you on for all the moms, all the ladies, all the ladies who think
you can totally do it. I promise. Like, just give it to yourself. Make that time for yourself. Be freaking selfish and put yourself first, because I promise if you put yourself first, you can make everybody else happy around you. Because if you're not happy,
well said.
If you're not happy, then everyone around you is happy. So
I guess we got to end with that one. So
you are a domestic engineer. Yeah. You like that. You like that word, don't you? Look at you. Kids in the back, you're multitasking. You're doing this interview, and your brain is off to doing all these things. That's how you accomplish things. That's how
better than the suburban housewife name.
Yes.
I call her She-Ra.
I like
the warrior princess.
Yep, there she is.
Yeah. And it's crazy is if people just listen to Tony's science, we don't even use weight. Like barely, teeny tiny bits. And it's crazy. It's crazy. It's amazing. Right, I love you, Tony, so much.
Well, thank you so much for your
time. Do. You've changed my whole life.
Oh.
Thank you.
Praise God.
Okay, you guys have a great day.
Melissa, thank you so much. Enjoy
your day in class.
Appreciate you.
You too. Okay, I'll see you next week.
All right, bye-bye. Well, before we get into that, hey,
dynamic
subscribe, share, comment on our show. And oh my God, what did you think about that, Doug?
She's magnificent. And people that are the housewives that are, raise the kids and go, I just want to get my life back. I want to get my life back. And she's in a perfect example of just make that commitment to yourself. Once you make that commitment, everybody in your circle will benefit. Self-love, man. You got to feel it. And she's a dynamic little person. You see the energy all up.
And she's driving, taking the kids to sport, blah, blah, blah. And she's did the interview and
yeah, that's a super mom.
Hey, man, that's what I tell you, bro. And the thing about it is, what I do is my thing is, I think I told you before, is I just transform lives. I actually translate what their life needs. I don't really have a format in my class. I just go around and meet everybody, I talk to everybody, and then I formulate my class. Sometimes somebody may have a severe injury. So the whole class is actually training around that one person. They just never know.
That's great, man.
Yeah, it's really interesting, but it's a gift given to me. You know, God gave it to me. All the glory goes to him since I was a kid. And then as I grew up and matured and tried everything on myself, it just changed my life. So all I'm doing is I'm just doing the same thing that God did for me.
Better to give. And you're giving back to these people and you're changing lives, Tony. That's why I love you, man. I'm very proud of you.
So, hey, special, before we bring Mike on, I'm going to special shout out to our sponsors again, 41 Productions.
41 Productions, 41 Sets.
Yes, and TK Fit, and Jeff Rose Botanicals.
Yes.
We always want to mention Jeff Rose because he was with us in the beginning. So we want to make sure that we keep acknowledging him. And if anybody who wants to be on the show, we are looking for sponsors, things like that. So if you want a commercial or whatever, keep in mind the show is international. It is not just in the United States. It's shown everywhere, as you're going to see here shortly when we bring the successful aging guru, Michael Green, on to talk about the plant-based diet. So I'm looking forward to that. And without further ado, Mike Green, live from Sweden. Yes.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome.
Yes.
Welcome.
As the Mike said, welcome. Salutations, my brothers.
Yeah. You know, sometimes you have to, when I do public speaking, I always open my arms up. I never close myself in because I'm not closing myself to any possibilities. I open myself up to all possibilities. So this is why I say I welcome everything, all positive possibilities. I welcome it with my arms open.
Open arms.
Especially when the sun is shining out.
Yeah.
Hey, good morning, world. Good day, world.
Look at that. Look at that. Man.
Yes.
Well, Mike, hey, we got like Doug, we have what, 5?
No, we have 6 people that are guaranteed already that signed up for the challenge, and there's 2 more that are most likely going to make that commitment. So this is so exciting.
Yeah,
that's fantastic.
To take these people through this journey.
They're on right now. From one of them came on from El Paso, Texas, Mike.
Okay.
Betty.
Greetings, Betty.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Greetings, Betty. Yes. Fantastic.
Change your life. It's going to change your life. Like we were talking to Melissa. She made that commitment.
Yeah.
And from being a bottle of Jaeger to being overweight, and she made that commitment to herself. And look at her now.
Yeah.
That is a yoked lung. How old is she, Tony?
I think she's in her 30s.
She looks amazing.
Almost mid to late 30s, something like that.
She's yoked, man.
Yeah. For all those that's joining in the 6-week plant-based challenge, just realize this is that your lifestyle choices, right, along with activity, lays the framework for your well-being. You see, the nutrition combined with the activity, it lays the framework for it, especially when we're talking about in your adult years. You know, there's a big difference. You know, remember when we was teenagers, we didn't have to stretch. We didn't care about that. We ran all day. We didn't care about stretching, and we could eat whatever we wanted to. And then we came back because the system would just clean it all out. Well, in your adult years, it's quite different. It's quite different with your cellular structure, and everything is being beaten up so much over the years. This is why sometimes the doctors say that, oh, you ain't got to worry about that until you get like 60, 70 years old. Then it comes knocking.
Right.
You know? I turned 61 today, by the way.
Oh,
today's his birthday.
Grand felicitations, Doug.
Thank you. And now shout back out to you, Lori. Thank you so much for watching. this platform truly is all about giving back, trying to change people's lives. We learn from each other, and just thank you for joining us. And we love your comments. Anybody else out there? We love to hear your comments. We want to engage with you. That's how we're able. We learn from you. You learn from us, and that's really what this is about. And Mike is. I'm very excited about this challenge. I want to see how these people change. Before beauty.
Yeah, you know what's interesting is that when it comes to a plant-based challenge, it can be challenging. That's why it's called a challenge.
Yeah.
So what I mean by that is that you have to think about your environment, also with your family and friends. You know, sometimes, I'll use me as an example. I used to have like my cousins pick on me. It's like, oh, is that Mike coming around? Oh man, he got a pocket full of plants. What are you guys eating? But then things got serious when
Mike Green, Mike Green, a pocket full of plants.
Pocket full of plants, pocket full of green. So the thing is, it got serious when I had family members that was suffering from what I call non-communicable diseases, which is it's not passed from human to human. It is brought on by the human being themselves from poor lifestyle choices.
And Mike,
okay?
not to interrupt you, but what would be those non-communicable diseases? Type 2 diabetes?
Type 2 diabetes, hypertension, which is high blood pressure, cardiovascular disease, over a period of time as the vessels and also the arteries start to stiffen, because it's just too much work. It's too much work. And then all of a sudden it says, you know what? We have to kind of counter this. So how can we give ourselves a break? So the body it's your friend. It's his job to heal you.
Yeah.
It's not against you. That's his job. Sometimes it just needs a little kickstart.
Right.
So this is what the 6-week plant challenge is about. Plant-based challenge is about. And it's more about a preventive measure, from chronic illnesses such as type 2 diabetes, and then also hypertension and cardiovascular disease, so forth and so on. And then if you want to get into the other stuff, you could go in on a cellular level once you start to pay attention to how you feel. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Just pay attention how you feel. And I must say, for some people, you may see stuff popping out of you, pimples, because it is a natural
popping out of you, man. That sounds gross.
Yeah, Mike, you had said that when we're in our teens, early 20s, early 30s, your body has the ability just to take it, get rid of it, and it won't bother you. Speaking from just turning 61 years old, nothing really changed all the way probably up into my middle 50s. And all of a sudden, 57, 58, it's like kind of exponential that what I could do 2 years ago, I'm kind of struggling with it now. So if you don't get a grip on this when you're younger, it is just going to be so much more difficult as you age, and you want to age gracefully. We all do.
Absolutely. And you can regenerate your cells. There are trillions of cells that die each day, and then new ones pop up. You see?
Wow.
So the thing is that what you fuel your body with is going to regenerate those new cells and give them the strength that they need to get rid of these chronic illnesses and everything like that. So it's not rocket science. You have nature, you have plants, you have fruits and vegetables that come from the earth that's been here way before we were even born and even thought about, right? that's here to heal us.
Mhm.
You know, it's a saying that herbs are for the healing.
Yeah.
So there's certain phytochemicals, and what I mean by phyto means plant. It's from the Greek. Yeah, it derives from a Greek word. It means plant. So there's plant chemicals. So I give you an example. Like in a carrot, there's a phytochemical named beta carotene.
Hmm.
Okay, so
Yeah.
beta carotene converts into vitamin A, which is healthy for your eyesight,
Hmm.
right? So there's different kinds and there's different ones. And I'm going to tell you something also about those who was, about the red wine
Yeah,
that,
the what is it?
yeah, exactly. Now,
I did.
there's more of that in red wine without alcohol.
Really?
You just get the red wine non-alcoholic and forget about it. You're going to get so many nutrients, it'll blow your mind.
Do they sell that, Michael?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
non-alcoholic. Yeah,
Yeah, you get it non-alcoholic.
yeah,
Yeah.
and just for a lot of these pharmaceutical drugs, there are components of of different plants and different species on these planets that have that healing property too, from what I understand. Is that correct?
Yes, absolutely. The thing is that conventional medicine is necessary. It has saved millions of lives. But the thing is with that, because some people say that it's just amazing. Well, if it's that amazing, then why are there so many sick people in the hospitals?
Yeah.
Why are so many people in the hospital? The hospital should be empty, you know.
But it's
But
society. It's society. We're all about making money, and the three meals a day. You got to load your plate up, and we weren't created that way. We were hunters and gatherers, and to even get meat, it was like it was a special time. It was all these small meals, and all from nature, not things that have been manipulated in a lab.
yeah, absolutely. And then Tony, I think with the 6-week plant-based challenge, we can combine the nutrition, and then me and you can both work on this, and also Doug is tips on exercising and movements. And then for the people that they may not be used to going to a gym or may never had a gym membership in their lives,
Right.
but there's certain things you can do. You can walk. There's a certain way you can walk
Mhm.
where you could just bust a sweat, right?
I
And
call
you're
it
burning
that
calories
brisk,
as if you're
that brisk
jogging.
walk. Yeah.
Yeah, a brisk walk.
Right.
Exactly. As long as you're doing some form of activity
Right.
each and every day, even if you're in your garden, like right now, fall is coming up, and what part of the country you in, depending on, get that rake out, start raking.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah,
All
start
those
mowing.
things around
Yeah.
the house are,
Yes.
you're moving, you're getting your heart rate up, because we all have a
Yes.
base metabolism.
Well, how about
Yes.
Metabolism is what
remote
our
control?
body burns. As we age, that metabolism starts to slow down, and if you're sitting on the couch and your caloric intake is going up and the base metabolism is going down, I mean, you are going to gain weight.
Well, how about the remote control? Is that a form of exercise?
Oh
Yeah,
man,
the thumb.
do they still have that? I'm out in Sweden, but do they still have that terminology out there in the States? The couch potato? Is that
Yes,
it?
they do.
Okay?
What a cows. And our society is video games. Kids, they're
Right.
not outside playing anymore. They're playing a video game. I mean, these are these interactive video games where you got the head on and you're doing all that, which is good. You're
That's a
getting
good
off the couch.
Yeah,
But
my son had the what do you call them?
I always wanted to try that actually.
The what do you call that thing? Where you can't see you're actually in the game.
Virtual reality.
My son has that, and I did.
I want to try
The boxing. So I was a fighter. You can see your hands, and you're in the gym. And I tell you what, my son told me to stay in one spot. I almost broke the TV, the lamp, everything. I'm all the dude was really swinging. I mean, it looked like he, you like, man, it's crazy, bro. But and I see my son in there, like I should videotape him because he looks so weird in the room by himself. It's so crazy.
But as Mike was saying, you don't necessarily have to go to a gym.
Right.
There are things around the house. You just have to move.
And Mike,
so there's a combination. So the exercise is medicine,
right?
But when you combine that with your nutrition, number one is king, because your cells, your trillions of cells inside your body, needs to be bathed in fluids each day that's going to benefit your body. Because what is nutrition actually?
You're bathed.
Yeah, bathed in good fluids. But what is nutrition actually? Nutrition, all in a nutshell, is for what? Human growth, repair, and reproduction.
Exactly, that's the purpose.
Yeah, exactly. So this challenge in plant-based, and I know for some people, especially if they were or if they're still eating meat, that I would suggest that for some, you don't go cold turkey. You could wean yourself off of it. But the main thing is that throughout your day, you eat majority fruits and vegetables, whole grains, nuts, and seeds. And I also suggest if you have a busy work schedule, that you use your information that you have. That Tony, that everybody got the list of the measurements and everything like that. That the ones that's joined.
Yeah, they actually got we had release forms. We gave them, I think we gave them a plant-based. We're waiting on the release forms because we don't know.
Yeah, there's two. I think
okay.
So then two of them is waiting on that, but we're giving out the whole list of choices, how to shop for grocery, things like that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so for those that have the choice of fruits list, choice of vegetables, you have on there the exact measurements, a half a cup.
Yes, they got the measurements on there too.
Right, you have the measurements and everything like that. So you can get really into it if you want to. Now, what I'm saying is that if you have a busy schedule, then I would suggest, like on a day like today, Sunday, that you start meal prepping your different your whole grains. You can make your trail mixes from the nuts and the seeds. You can make you could pre-cut your different fruits and vegetables for a fruit salad, also just a regular vegetable salad, and then that way you'll be prepared not only to take something with you to work, but also you could have something ready for you once you come home from work. And you could even have like those little canisters, the thermals. Right. And you could put things in there. You could take that on the road with you and everything.
Because we all know when we're busy, and if we don't have time to shop and have everything there, you're going to come home and you're hungry, you're tired, you're just going to eat whatever you can find. Having those meals prepped and ready to go, just there, you don't have to think about it. And
that's right. That's why you anything, especially if you're doing this 6-week plant-based challenge, if you have anything on your counters in the kitchen, potato chips, all your favorite snacks.
Hungry, man. You got to get rid of all that.
Discard of them because I know you're gonna eat them. That's a fact. You ain't gonna let that go away. That's why I say you meal prep and you write down your schedule.
Right.
And you use your list and you start to put it together. For me, my go-to in the morning is a nice smoothie. And I put mine inside different bottles. So I have them for, like, sometimes I'll make a smoothie batch that'll last me for 5 days. And making a smoothie, right? You could, and by the way, yeah, there you go. And by the way, you don't have to necessarily have fresh fruits. You could buy them frozen, and the frozen berries and fruits still contain the nutrients that your body needs. So it's okay to buy the frozen. And then once you make it, you make a batch long enough for it to last 3 to 5 days until you're able to make your next batch. Now, when you're making your smoothie, you could add certain items to it. So let's say you could add hemp seeds to it for extra protein. You could add acai powder. That's very good. That's antioxidant. So you could add things to your smoothie and just, explore, mix it up. It's all good for you. And then you just drink it. And actually, if you don't have a high, if you don't have a high-powered food blender or
what do they call it? We have
a
one of the
smoothie maker. You could get a
it turns it almost into like a custard, which is like
you could get something very, very basic. It doesn't have to be much. Yeah, exactly. And I also suggest when I was out in Los Angeles, I remember going to the Santa Monica Farmers Market, and they were fantastic. The farmers there are very knowledgeable. They tell you the type of soil in which their fruits and vegetables are growing in. So wherever you at in the world, see if you have a local farmer producer, and go to them directly and get it from the source. It is phenomenal. Then you don't have to worry about no middle person or saying that, okay, these fruits are coming from China, one is coming from Chile. You know that it's local produced, and then you eat according to what's happening during the season.
It's going to be cheaper too. The cost is cheaper. It's basically
absolutely. It's different from shopping at Whole Foods. I saw a can of organic kidney beans there for $5. I couldn't believe it.
Hey, hey, Michael, we're going to go back to, there was a question in regards to wine, right?
Yeah.
Because you said there is non-alcoholic wine.
Yes, non-alcoholic wine.
Right, and the question was, does the fermentation of wine create the alcohol, or do they just?
It does.
Yeah, the fermentation. No, actually, the fermentation of the fruit of the grape
is what it is.
It creates the alcohol. This is why. Also, I'm glad that a great question, because there's a thing that's called auto brewery syndrome, where there were people in the States that never had alcohol in their lives and was pulled over and was arrested for DUI.
You told us that before. I remember you talking about.
Exactly. Because guess what? They were eating fruits and everything like that, and then they mixed it with some bread and all that stuff like that, and then it caused the brewery in the gut, and it fermented and it turned into alcohol. So for the audience out there, look up auto brewery syndrome.
Wow.
And you'll see what it is. It's a rare condition, but there is on record that.
So let me ask you this. So let me ask you this, and hold up for quickly, because I've got a lot of clients who drink wine, right? So if there's a non-alcoholic wine that is more nutritious than alcohol itself, doesn't taste the same, correct? It's different, right?
No, it doesn't taste the same. It doesn't give you that kick, because the alcohol gives you that relaxing. So this is not about that. This is about strictly nutrition. Right. Now, with the red wine, right? I would definitely take that over white wine.
Okay.
The red wine is going to have more nutrients and everything in that. The white wine is going to be more sugar, but you can go to when you go purchase your wine, you can read the label and you can see on the shelf how many grams of sugar that your wine has in it. It could be 0.3 grams to 15 grams of sugar. That's a big difference.
Yeah.
But isn't it? But I know there's the sugar content in wine, but the alcohol basically slows your metabolism down because alcohol it's a depressant.
It's a depressant, absolutely.
When you drink it, you go whatever it is that before it's out of your body, everything is slowing down.
Yeah,
so
it's slowing down. Right. This is why, Doug, when people drink responsibly, let's say a glass of red wine. Okay. So for women, each day, it's 1 glass. You're allowed 1 glass. Okay. For men, 2 glasses. And then that's it. But, people, it's like a can of Pringles. Once you pop, you can't stop.
You can't stop. Yeah, trust me. That's why I don't drink.
I have a little bit more. Yeah, just come on. And then this is why they have what you call the blue zones out in the Mediterranean and everything. And you heard of the Mediterranean diet, and these people live a long, long time.
Yeah.
Part of their diet is red wine. Yeah. But they're responsible. They just come back, they chill after walking up mountains, harvesting. They come back and enjoy a nice glass of red wine, and that's it.
Yeah, because the alcohol is a poison. Let's make that very clear.
Oh yeah,
alcohol poison to your body.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. And do a number on the liver.
Right. Now we got Lori's asking a question, guys. Before we get into this, Lori asking a question. Would you suggest protein powder in smoothies?
I love that one.
Yeah, me personally, I don't use protein powders in smoothies. For one, you have to look at the proteins that they're making synthetically. So when you go to a certain store, nutrition store or GNC or some type of workout store, I would definitely look at what type of fillers they're adding to the protein.
Well, yeah,
is the protein animal-based? Is the protein plant-based? Okay. Now, once you decipher that, you look on the labels and you say, okay, well, it's an animal-based protein. And then you see all these other ingredients. These are fillers that they put in, synthetic fillers to make it up. Okay. Sometimes they add lactose. They could put lactose powder in it. It's the same things they do when they use in the pharmacies. They put in fillers in the pills and everything else.
Also put in vaccines.
Protein powders, I would definitely be a little bit mindful of that. For me, for protein, what I use is I use the Almighty hemp seeds. I put my hemp seeds in there. And if you look up the protein content in hemp seeds versus meat, you'll be blown away. So just look up hemp seeds and a couple of tablespoons of that and how many grams of protein it has in it. It's king.
So within the vegetarian diet, so no eggs, right? You can't eat eggs?
You know what? If for the sake of wellness and everything like that, if you have to eat eggs, right?
It's the perfect protein too when you
really but listen, here's the thing though. The thing is with the plant-based diet is for prevention, and it's also for improving your quality of life. So as long as you are throughout the majority of your day eating mostly vegetables, fruits, whole grains, nuts and seeds, your water and everything like that, then you should be good. You should be good. You're going to see a difference.
Yeah, and once again, we always, you definitely, as Mike said before, we want to check. Make sure you can check with your doctor because I know I have diverticulitis, and every once in a while it'll flare up on me. And nuts and seeds, they don't work for me. So make sure that you consult with your doctor and let them know that you are going to take this plant-based challenge for 6 weeks.
Wait, hold on. I want to show you guys something. I'm going to grab some of my hemp seeds real quick. Hold on.
Yeah. So while you grabbing your hemp seeds, I just wanted to say I looked it up, but what I figured what they're saying is both sources, protein powder and hemp seed, They're good sources. But the thing about hemp is hemp protein excels in fiber and healthy fat content,
Oh,
while
wow, that's pretty cool. So
right, while whey is actually dairy based. You see, so
I'm
there's
taking
another question. I'm taking.
vitamin boosting plant protein. The brand is Amer G.
Let me get that. Let me get that.
The
Let me
pea
get
protein. Thank you so much, Gene. The pea protein is another perfect one that you can take. And as Mike said, make sure you read the labels. What else is in it? What is the binding agent that they're mixing in with these things? So, Gene, thank you very much. We love your comments.
So she's doing that pea protein, right?
Yeah, the pea protein is another great one.
Yeah, but it has in that pea protein, which is the question that she's asked. The protein is pea protein. Sometimes it depends on the person. It can increase the risk of gout and digestive problems.
Really? So what's
we're talking pea protein. See, so we're talking everything that happens to a person when they take it. We don't know to what volume they're taking it.
Mike
Some people
plants in his pockets.
Yeah.
No, I pulled out all my stuff that I put in my smoothies. Yeah.
But typically it's safe for human consumption, the pea protein, but it depends on the person. But it can cause that.
Yeah, so be aware. Always check.
Right.
Always, especially as we age, there's things that never bothered us when we were in our 20s, 30s, but that's why our bodies change, and that's why you always want, if you're having issues or you want to try something new, just bounce it off your doctor. That's all.
Okay.
What is that?
These are my hemp seeds.
Oh wow.
Wow.
I put my hemp seeds in my smoothies, and I use I put sometimes a little ginger powder in there. That's anti-inflammatory, along with turmeric.
That's what I'm drinking right now.
Yeah, that you could put in there. My other thing is I have chlorella.
Okay.
So chlorella is a beautiful algae.
Yeah.
That's both prebiotic and probiotic for the gut. And this one right here, this is a special one. This is called slippery elm.
I heard about that. Yeah.
Okay, so slippery elm, what it does, it protects the gut, the inside of the gut, and the lining on the outside of the gut from all type of pathogens. So pathogens is germs, fungicides, insecticides, and everything like that.
Yeah, Jean just brought up when she mentioned the protein that she's on. We all have a gut biome. It's basically the atmosphere, for lack of a better word, or whatever, that all the good bacteria, the bad bacteria, that gut biome. So that's got to be in balance. And if that starts to go one way or the other, that's why, so many people in America, that's why you look at the drugstore, the supermarket shelves, there's so much stuff on the counter but the best way is through your diet, as Mike said.
Yeah. And this right here, about 5 grams of protein in it, nutritional yeast.
Okay, that's Bragg's. They also have that. Bragg's have that. What is that stuff that people did? Apple cider vinegar.
Apple cider vinegar. But the nutritional yeast is, you do your research on that.
Right.
It's some pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, I have the cheesy type of flavor one.
Okay.
So you could add that onto your meals and everything like that. And I will be sending out for those when you make your salads, that if you don't want those synthetic salad dressings and everything like that, I have some natural recipes. Right. It does take a little work because you have to make it yourself, but it's so easy. I'm going to make it so easy for you, even a caveman can do it.
Yeah, there you go. I think it would be wonderful if maybe next week we can have everybody come on individual. We'll spend 10 minutes with them. Mike can talk to them. Then we'll go through everybody. They can, introduce everybody to the viewers out there. and make this commitment to themselves. They're making it to us, but you're going to make it to the world.
So
And the
you
world is watching.
Yeah.
We want to see the change, the transformation.
looking at Gene, Gene sent something a microbiome. There's actually a diet. Gene, are you on that diet, microbiome diet? If you're on that microbiome diet, then I understand the microbiome diet is a diet that's designed to improve gut health.
No, gut health.
So in this case scenario, in the microbiome diet, they have different proteins, and I'm wondering if she's buying the product. If she's okay, here she is.
That's what she is. Yeah,
She's artesian chickpea, brown rice, and pea protein. I see that's a combination. Yeah. So with the artesian chickpea and the brown rice, what's actually happening in that protein? What's your word on that, Mike?
Okay, say that again. It's chickpeas, brown rice, and what?
And pea
protein.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
It's called the microbiome diet. It's a microbiome diet.
Okay, that is fine. That is fine. That is a great. I approve of that. No problem at all. If you want to go a step beyond the brown rice, then you go to your quinoa. You could go to black rice or even wild rice. Because the brown rice is a step down from the wild rice. Why? Is because when they take the wild rice and they put it through the milling process, what happens is they remove the husk and then also the mule, which is the second layer. And then the white rice is what you call the endosperm, in which they take out and then they bleach it and polish it. That's your white rice.
So I was always under the impression that Tony, you're the one. I mean, and these people
for me,
the blue zones.
Well,
your diet is white rice.
Well, jasmine and basmati rice is what, when I was in Asia, they eat it every day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a staple. That's a staple there.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying the process in which it goes. Correct. When it comes from a whole grain,
correct,
a wild grain, and they put it through the milling process,
and
how they break it down. They have to break the shell and get under there, and then you have the endosperm, and then here comes almighty Uncle Ben.
So, no, this I know Uncle Ben, but jasmine rice and basmati's not Uncle Ben, is it?
Yeah, well, no, they Uncle Ben's does have a brand of basmati and jasmine rice.
Oh, I know. Sure. I was raised on Uncle Ben, bro.
Oh, me too. Me too. Of course I was. Yeah, man. So once we found out, we was like, okay, now we know.
What do you recommend in the rice department? I mean,
well, I would say wild rice. You have forbidden rice if you have access to it.
What's forbidden?
And then forbidden rice. It's
it's forbidden. I can't tell you.
Yeah, look it up. Look it up. And you guys know. You get a chance to research. Yeah, research forbidden rice.
I will actually. Forbidden.
Yeah, research forbidden rice.
Makes me want to eat it now.
More about it. What it's about. And then also we have the wild rice, which is my go-to. You have black rice. And then, you start to take a grade down. Then you go to your brown rice. After the brown, then there's the white rice or whole grain rice.
Yeah, whole grain. I'm gonna go after that forbidden rice. Tony, are you looking that up now?
Yeah, look that up, man.
Yeah.
You got it, Tony?
Actually, you can get forbidden rice on Amazon.
Oh wow.
What makes it forbidden?
It's actually.
What makes it forbidden?
Actually, let me tell you what it says, though. It says, though not very common, black rice or forbidden rice. So it's the same.
Is it a racist?
Is it a racist? Yes. It's picked by black people. No, I'm just kidding. No. Now there's cotton rice. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. No, that's a bad joke. Okay. Anyway. Black rice or forbidden rice is a healthier alternative to all other rice varieties.
Oh.
It is loaded with antioxidants, iron, fibers, and protein. The black rice benefits, including it boosts your heart, liver, eye, and brain health.
Thank
It
you.
also lowers your blood sugar, cholesterol, and triglyceride levels.
Knowledge, man. I
I'm
love
gonna-
it.
I'm going to get me some black
I'm gonna get me
rice.
some forbidden rice.
Yeah.
Forbidden.
But, you know,
Now I got to say something real quick. Is that both the forbidden rice and also the black rice, they do take a while to cook. That's the only thing.
Yeah,
They're not. Oh, how sometimes you go and you see that it's parboiled.
Mhm.
yeah.
That means that it's already pre-cooked. No,
Yeah.
this is the real thing. You got to let it sit in there for like an hour or so.
Yeah.
And let it do its thing. Yeah, but you're gonna, man. I mean, it's a nutritional powerhouse.
Yeah.
But that's what they said. They said you don't need to rinse the black rice before cooking.
Wow.
That's what it says that doing so might wash away some of the nutrients. So when you get black rice,
exactly.
you just cook it as such.
Learn something every day, man.
1 cup of black rice, a quarter teaspoon of kosher salt, make the grains chewier.
Yes.
And they have a slight texture to them.
With rice, brown rice, because when I was a kid, I was always eating brown rice. Chicken broth.
Yeah, but I take my rice and when I combine it with my lentils, right? You're talking about protein.
It's a perfect protein with the bean, with the rice, right?
Yeah, the bean. Okay, so
we're talking plant-based though, right?
Yeah, we're talking plant-based. So you mix that rice with the lentils, and man, oh man, you're gonna have all the protein you need. Yeah. And it was interesting what Tony said earlier about the watermelon and everything, that it converts into L-arginine.
Correct.
And
citrulline.
He is correct, because L-arginine, it has been known, it's a proven fact scientifically, that it helps with male erectile dysfunction.
Oh yeah,
but isn't that in the B family, the B vitamin?
No, it's an amino acid.
No, it's an amino acid.
But it's still not in.
No,
maybe I'm
it's an amino acid.
The B vitamins, the amino acids.
The Argentine was a derivative of the B.
It's a protein, but I'm gonna warn people out there and the audience, so they may not know this, but I'm gonna forewarn them now, and then this is because I help change people's lives with this information that I'm about to say right now. Okay, may it help those that's in need. All right, so let's say if you have the herpes simplex 1 virus or herpes simplex 2 virus, that if you have too much protein, that virus is going to explode, whether it's on your mouth or your genitals. Okay, that it will explode. So if you see somebody with these cold sores and everything like that, I guarantee you they have been eating so much protein that virus is just is busting out, because the herpes virus loves protein. The protein is in an envelope, and it hides itself from the immune system.
Wow,
that's his job.
Mike.
So if a person has that, then if they stay away from protein, they won't see no outbreaks at all.
You're not feeding it. Wow, it's fascinating.
Hey, just for the audience out there, I know Jean she looked up her black rice or forbidden rice.
Rice.
So this is how you actually prepare it. Okay, you actually remove the starches that can cause the clumping during your cooking process, right? So then you want to have a lidded saucepan. It says stir with, I think this is for 1 cup, 3 cups of water for every, you want to, let me see, hold up, 1.13 cups of water for every cup of rice, along with 1 teaspoon of olive oil. Bring it to a boil, reduce the heat to low, cover, and simmer for 30 minutes.
That's where it's soaking up. It's not cooking. It's soaking up.
Finally, allow the rice to steam. Allow it to steam. Remove it from the heat and let it sit covered for 10 minutes before you eat it.
Yeah.
So the total process is about 40 minutes. It takes to.
Okay, that's fantastic. And for those that as we go along on this challenge, if you have any questions or anything like that, you can email me. Tony, we can send an email to them, forward it to them for the participants, and then you could contact me throughout the healthy in the brain at yahoo.com.
Healthy in the brain. I love it.
Yeah, healthy in the brain at yahoo.com. So the thing is, you can email me there and I can guide you through this process. If you have any questions, if you're having trouble, yep, there it is. And then I'm going to answer you directly.
Let's keep that up. Let's keep that up.
And then, of course, for exercises and everything, you could reach out to Tony and Doug, and I could give some input on there too, because I've been doing that for over 20 years myself. And I'm just here to guide and also to support, and more importantly, to improve your quality of life.
Okay, they ask another question. Plant-based diets are low in iron. What do you recommend?
No, they're not.
That's the question.
Yeah. Plant-based diets are low in iron. What do you recommend to boost your iron? Well, plant-based diets are not low in iron, because I'm going to give you one of the most powerfulest iron sources on the planet. And that is going to come from a plant. If you look it up, it's called nettle. Nettle.
I remember about that before.
Yeah, nettle. And nettle is so high in iron, and it's plant-based. And this is why the silverback gorillas love it in Africa. They eat it all day. They snack on it. Yes. So
is that stinging nettle?
Yes, stinging nettle. Yes, it's high in iron, as well as dandelion leaves, and there's so many others.
And Mike, I think that Gene asked a question that when I told people about the plant-based diet, right? They got this concept, just like when you get a vegan. Our worst clients are people who are vegan. I'm no slam against vegans, but it's about knowledge. It's about really knowing your plants. And this is where you come in at, Mike. And God has given you an amazing gift to be able to research and study and go in depth.
He's an amazing gift.
And let me tell you, audience, the thing about Mike. Mike was not healthy always. And the thing he's telling you about is literally he avoided all kinds of surgeries and all kinds of things. So he has walked through this. So the reason we did this, and Mike recommended the plant-based diet, is because of his conviction in his own heart that we got to get out of this stereotype of thinking that diet means, don't have fun.
Hey, Tony, excuse me, Tony. I have to run, guys.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Please.
Okay, Doug. Take care.
And once again, thank you all for watching. This platform is all about sharing and giving back. I love the comments. Keep those comments coming. Okay, guys.
Hear that?
Goodbye.
Happy birthday.
Love you guys. Love you guys.
Happy birthday.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Yeah. So, Tony, real quick. Well, even for the audience, just please look up stinging nettle and the iron content that it has in it. You may be surprised, and that's Urtica dioica, scientifically known. And it is a great source, especially for women. And also, as you're cooking, right, I would definitely recommend that you cook in a cast iron skillet. That's going to increase your iron levels. So how many people out there got a cast iron skillet?
Yeah, nobody. Hey, they say, in stinging nettles, the iron is literally about 1 cup, 1.5 milligrams of iron in stinging nettles. And then it says that it's also demonstrated by a higher level of calcium. Uh, it says 169 milligrams, and iron 277 milligrams. That's on the table. So stinging nettles, when you talk about real plant-based, and this is what we're talking about, Gene, is real plant-based. And so this is what we want to give to you, the reality of what it means to do the right thing. And it's not a food prison. We're not putting you in a food prison. We're teaching you how to let your body do what it's designed to do, be free, to do what God created it to do, to heal. Because we're not actually supposed to be sick. We brought that on ourselves, basically.
Yeah, non-communicable diseases. And like I said, Tony, the cast iron skillet.
Yes.
That when you cook your foods in the cast iron skillet or pot, you can get iron from that. It provides iron.
Really?
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's the original back in the days, the old school ones.
I think I have one of those.
Yeah, we have an old school I'm going to show you this real quick, a 200-year-old waffle maker. Hold on.
Yeah. Hey, just want to say share, like, and subscribe to our channel. We thank you so much for tuning in and asking questions. We're here for you. We want you to get the truth, uncut and raw. And there's your man. That is old.
Yeah, this is cast iron. It's over 200 years old.
Gee!
Yeah. So that's cast iron. Anything that you purchase in cast iron, you're going to get additional iron nutrients from that. And then for the audience too, iron is responsible for helping the red blood cells carry oxygen to and from your lungs. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So, hey, Mike, so on this thing here, so guess what, guys? What we're going to do is we're following a little show. We went over a little bit because we wanted to help you guys with your plant-based protein challenge. So what we're going to do is next week, we want you guys to come on who are doing this, and we want to give you some time with Mike one-on-one at the beginning of the show so that you can actually, as you walk through this journey, I think if you've gotten your stuff, let us know. If you haven't, just email us and let us know that you haven't received the documentation, but we're waiting on you to give us your release form so that we can make sure that you are healthy enough to do this. We don't want to do anything. We're not doctors. We're not saying this is going to be the cure-all. We're just giving you information. So, Michael, what do you have to say in closing to our people who are doing the program?
Yes. What I would like to do, I would like to extend my hand, and also I would like to show those if they need to how to do a proper meal prep plan for those that's actually busy and they have a busy work schedule, that I could show you that. I will give you my number personally, and you could call me. We could video chat, or we could do this next week on the show, where I could do something with a video in which I'll show me meal prepping my fruits, my salads, and everything, my plant-based proteins, and how I set that up in my containers and everything like that, if that's going to help. So
yes, and also keep in mind, Mike is we're working on him coming to the United States for a conference and a lecture so that you can meet him in person. He lives in Sweden, so he's talking to us from Sweden. Yeah. And it's nighttime over there. So
it's 6:20.
It's 6:20
p.m.
Oh yes. My gosh! In the evening?
Yes, in the evening. So I'm 9 hours ahead of you guys out in Las Vegas on the East Coast.
So last question here. They say, how do they start? they're going to start the plant-based, how do they start?
How do they start? Okay, first you have to look at your list of your fruits, your vegetables, your whole grains, your nuts and seeds, and see what you can obtain. And then also on that list, it has different options of measurements that you can use. But more than that, I would definitely start off first with the smoothies in the morning. They're easy to make. Your body is going to absorb it very fast, and you're going to feel it right away. It could pick you up faster than a cup of coffee, no doubt. So I would definitely start off with the smoothies first before I get into, the meal prepping and cooking, all the plant-based stuff and everything like that, But you could also go to your, I'm not going to say because I don't know the markets up there and how clean they are.
Mm-hmm.
You have the E. coli with these salad bars and stuff like that. So I would definitely suggest that you go to your local's farmer's market, look at the list, get the ingredients as much as you can, and then you start your meal prep, and I can help you with that. But start off with the smoothies first or the juices.
Beautiful. Yeah. We have okay. Recipes will be sent tomorrow. Okay. Recipes. Can we have recipes for smoothies? Yeah. You can start tomorrow. You don't have to wait for the others, so you can start tomorrow. Remember, go to Mike Green's email and send any questions that you have. It was on the screen earlier. Healthy in the brain.
Yeah, healthy in the brain at yahoo.com. That's healthy in the brain at yahoo.com.
Yes. So, hey, we'd like to thank you guys very much for being with us today. And we really take this very serious. And we want to know that we love you and we appreciate you all. Special shout out to all of our sponsors. Please subscribe, share, and like our channel. That helps us to grow. And I want to close with this. Melissa, also, we thank our guest, Melissa Valentine, for doing a fantastic job sharing her story. And in closing, what I want to say in regards to ageless, remember, age is just nothing but a number. And I want to leave you with this. Beauty is when you can appreciate yourself. When you love yourself, it's when you're the most beautiful. So I want you to remember that, okay, always. And we see you next Sunday at 8 a.m. on Ageless. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Work them arms, work them legs. Strong for life because hard work pays.